what Papaji said, the idea of being still.
Yeah.
You can't be still, but you can notice stillness.
Yes.
It's in that awareness.
Yeah.
Some people call it consciousness, some call, it's just a label. But I took you there earlier. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because it's so interesting, because when I think about the awareness, or my awareness, if I was to use that language, I can hear thoughts coming in, which is saying, well, what's that then? If this is you, what's the awareness then?
That's the division. That's what the mind does.
Yeah.
It creates two.
Mm.
That's all it can do.
Mm.
It always does that. Always. Until it collapses.
Mm.
And you're not looking for a collapse either, by the way. You're just, the collapsing happens all by itself once the truth is seen.
That's seen, must be seen by the mind. The mind is undermined.
No, the mind can't see. The mind can't know. The mind might as well just be a voice coming out of a radio. What power does the radio have? It's just a voice coming out of the radio.
Mm.
It's not the mind. It's not the mind that comes to know or comes to see. It's not. It's this. And I know you hate it when I just call it this, but it's this.
No, intuitively, I get it. There's protest going on, which is, well, this whole journey is about the mind seeing its own illusion, but
No, it's not about the
right,
mind. No, it's not that. It's not the mind seeing the illusion. We use the mind to understand duality. The mind is used for that, to understand duality. Why would we use the mind to understand duality? Because the mind is dual. It's the only instrument you've got to understand duality, the mind. Yeah. So we use the mind to come to an understanding of what we're not. Yeah. But that is using the mind to come to an understanding of what we're not is not the me. The me is the mind, or content of, if you like. Yeah. And like I said before, you've seen thoughts just happen. Yeah. Well, they're coming from somewhere. Now, let's multiply that by 8 billion people. They're coming from somewhere in everyone. Coming from somewhere. Now look at the intelligence. Yeah. And that where they're coming from is that still place that I tried to take you to. That's non-dual. That's still place. Non-dual. Shit, man. That's what you're fucking trying to find, isn't it?
I think I tricked myself then, though, because then I'm like, well, hang on a minute. If you're aware of this still place, then it's still dualistic, because
I know. That's what I know, and that's a fair comment. But that's where the language breaks down.
No, but that's useful to hear, because I feel like I do rest in that place.
Yeah.
And I know that thought is a thought which is creating the dualistic.
Good. All you now need to understand is that is resting in that place is not the me character. It can't.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's the place between thoughts, and the me is the thoughts.
Good. Good.
And the me is making it seem like the emotions and other sensations are an object of it, or
correct.
Of it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
The mind, the me or the mind, yeah, says I'm sitting here and you're sitting there.
Yeah.
Two.
But even that makes it sound like like the me is an entity, but it just appears that way. It's actually
Good,
kind of singular
good,
thoughts.
good.
Very clever, isn't it?
Isn't it? Isn't it though? It's amazing.
Yeah.
But you can unravel it. You can come to see and then see how amazing it is. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Incredible. You know? And then, you stop taking this seriously.
Mm.
Knowing, again, I have to use words, sorry, knowing where you actually are.
Mm.
That's difficult.
Mm.
Where, but, like I was trying to say to you earlier, let's say this awakening thing happened. Yeah. Where are you going to be when that happens? You're not going to be over there, are you?
Yeah.
Or over there, or
Yeah.
over there, or over there, or
Yeah.
you're going to be right here.
Yeah.
Now, what mind is expecting is some idea or some concept or some belief as to what that's going to be like.
Yes. Yes. Because also it that became quite apparent to me that nothing can wake up, because what would that even be like? What would that state be? It
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Nothing can wake up because there isn't anything there
You're
to
already
wake up. Yeah.
correct. So the waking is already here as such.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
already here. Yeah. Just mind saying otherwise,
Yeah.
which the waking is doing, by the way.
Yes. Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And it does that.
This is a bit that really
because-
does want to get your head around it, but also at the same time, there's just more thoughts and more
Yeah.
concepts that
Yeah.
you're aware of. So, yeah.
Look, all you can do is get your head around duality.
Yeah.
That's what you can do, because that's what this instrument is designed for.
Mm.
Dual. Yeah. So we can, I put videos out ages ago, let's stop talking non-dual, let's talk duality. Let's talk dual. Because everyone's after non-dual and they haven't got a clue about duality. No clue. I mean, no clue.
Yeah. I think you're spot on with that, because that leads you down a rabbit hole forever, because you're looking at non-duality, and as you just
The
said,
two trying to,
can't.
yeah, it can't.
Yeah.
Literally can't.
Yeah. Yeah. I had it took me ages to get to grips with this, but I'd have a feeling and then I'd have resistance to the feeling, and I'd be trying to let go this whole time, trying to let go until I just one day just asked myself the question. I was like, okay, so is it taking any effort to be aware of the emotion? Is it taking any effort to be aware of the resistance to the emotion? And the answer was no.
Not at
So
all.
it's effortless to feel the resistance,
Yeah.
which is a really weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave it.
Yeah.
Knowing full well, it's only mind creating it all anyway.
Yes.
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it. I'll finish on this, yeah? Your mind creates your mother and your father.
Mm.
It does.
I don't think I'm at that stage yet.
Well,
I probably will be at some point, hopefully.
let's do this, yeah? Are you who I think you are?
No.
Nor are your parents. They're not who you think you are.
Oh shit, I see what you mean. Oh God, yeah.
Good. That's huge if you just saw that. Huge.
Yeah, it's really obvious actually.
Yeah. I'm not who you think I am.
No.
Yeah.
God, that's one of the most steadfast illusions, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God, it kind of feels like you're free falling in a way.
Kind of when you're having everything kicked out from underneath you. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Honestly, it's okay. You don't hit. Yeah. Free fall. Free
That's
fall.
good to know.
Enjoy the free fall. It's okay. Absolutely 100% okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that creates the free fall is the truth.
Mm,
Coming to see the truth. You just
mm,
saw a big one.
mm.
Mind creates your parents. More than that, mind creates the whole universe.
Yeah, it creates everything.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why you can have two people sitting next to each other and they'll both have a different idea of what the universe is, or
Mm,
they have different ideas about me, for argument's sake. Yeah. Well, which one's right?
mm,
None of them. None of them.
mm.
I'm not who you think
Yes.
I am. Just like you're not who I think, notice where the thinking happens, think you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this creates the idea of someone else. You know it because there'll be some people that will like a person and there'll be some people that will dislike a person. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, that's just sunk somewhere deep into my psyche, that one, I think.
Good, good. See that. This is what I've been trying to get you to see throughout this whole thing is what the mind creates.
Mm.
What it creates, an illusion.
That's where the fear was seated, though, because it is the free fall thing, because you're literally pulling every sinew of reality from underneath yourself almost.
I've got to go. Shit.
Every rug.
I've got to go.
No worries. Thank you, Terry.
Sorry, brother. Sorry about all the bloody technical difficulties we had at the beginning, but
Mickey Mouse thing was fun, but yeah, thank you.
you're doing fine.
Thanks, mate.
You're doing fine. Yeah. Just, I'm trying to get you to see what this does.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's not even in there, by the way. I do that because most people think that their thinking happens in here. It doesn't, but
Yeah.
trying to get you to see, just trying to get you to see. Yeah. Because that's what you have to see, the duality. You have to
Yes.
see what the mind does. Yeah. What it seemingly creates. That's why I got you to sit there with your eyes closed and got you to recognize the mind is creating the body.
Yeah.
And in the absence of the mind, is there a body? No. No.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that very clearly. Yeah.
You don't know your foot. You don't know your legs. You don't know anything. There's just a presence here, if you like.
Mm.
That's it. Not presence of a foot or a leg, or just presence.
Yes.
Yeah. Eyes closed. That's where I'm trying to get you to go. Yeah. But we've got to just unhook a few little things in relation to the mind. That's all. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. And you've done a lot of work. Lots.
Mm.
A few little fine touches, you know what I mean? That, like, your parents aren't who you think they are. And when you saw that, you went, holy shit, that's huge to see that.